Okay, sweet peas, good morning, and my name is Leslie Williams, and I am in San Diego, California, and today's date is January 10th, or the 11th, it's Saturday. It's the 11th, and I am in San Diego, California, and I am making this particular video in order to be able to describe to you, just specific details concerning the factual realities that I am an organized stalking, gang stalking, targeted individual. Now, this particular video will have a few comical moments, but in fact, title of this video: "Learning Disabled Woman Exposes Gang Stalking at UCSD?" And prediction she will be banned. I'm in San Diego, California, La Jolla. I am a target, victim, and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking. Now, when I have my comical moments in this particular video, don't let it mistake you in reference to how smart I am, what kind of a woman I am, or how stupid I might be. That's just a little sidebar notation I decided to throw in. Anyways, this particular video is going to also have some comments concerning the subject matter that can be Googled in reference to reverse psychology. But I'm going to make a notation here for my fellow targeted individuals and for community members that might be watching this particular video. It's the 11th, okay, as a result of me showing you this cell phone. Okay, and I'm also going to use this really cool feature in my tools menu called the voice command, and once you activate it, you can tell the phone to tell you the time and date, and it does. Listen.
Say a command.
Date and time.
1. Missed calls. Call from.
Oh. Hell. How did that happen?
Say a command.
Date and time.
1. Missed calls.
Call from anonymous.
August.
Now that shouldn't
Say a
be.
command. January 11th, Saturday, 8:03 a.m. Say a command.
Who the hell did I miss a call from? I don't know anybody.
Missed calls.
Call from anonymous.
August 29th, Thursday.
I don't know anybody, so who would be calling me? And I've never given anybody my phone number except for YouTube, so who the hell would be calling me? I just noticed that just now. Anyways, alright, I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. I am a target, victim, and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is known as organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. And you probably have deduced by now that I am hiking in California, in San Diego. I'm attempting to try and save for a mobile home, but I already know that even if I get a mobile home, I'll be gang stalked to the mobile home park, just like Victoria Rose was. You can Google her at YouTube, Google her at Google, and by her name, and choose a California target. You know, let me tell you something about Victoria Rose. Listen to this. When you find her documentation file online, it's a Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance documentation. When you look at her document, okay, you might look at that document and say, what the hell is this? Flat out. But let me tell you something right now. I am a seasoned, experienced, targeted individual. I've been an open target of this crime now overtly and at times directly for 13 full years. That's right, every single day in at least 2 states. That's right. Now, on June 9, 2009, I discovered that what was happening to me on the internet was called gang stalking. So, as a result of discovering that on that date, I have been educating myself on the internet in-depthly, in a huge way, every day practically, okay, about organized stalking and gang stalking. So I have been able to take the educated knowledge derived from the internet concerning these specific criminal descriptions and then folding them back onto and superimposing it onto the experience. So I had no doubt in my mind at all that what Victoria Rose wrote on the internet is 100% the absolute truth. But when you read it, you're going to look at it and you're going to say, what the hell is this and what does all this shit mean? You're going to probably even say, is this woman crazy? Now let me tell you something right now. There's a book that you can go to by going to Barnes & Noble or Amazon and type in the following title. That title is Electronic Rape, Electronic Torture, Technology, and Gang Stalking at the Post Office. Written by a woman by the name of Jewel Crayon. Her last name is spelled Krayyan. I have the book right now, but it's just not right inside my tent right now. Now, what was written in that book is exactly the same thing that Victoria Rose wrote. In fact, what Victoria Rose wrote is even in the title of the book. So I strongly suggest that you go to the Google and type in Victoria Rose, okay, Victoria Rose, California target, either gang stalking or organized stalking and or remote neural monitoring, and you'll find the PDF documentation file. Print it out, and then if you can afford to or you feel inclined to, buy that book, and then cross-reference the book to her statements and fold them together, and you'll see that they got the same exact identical descriptions, and then Google the descriptions and look at how many fellow target individuals are saying the same thing. That's right, baby cakes. Now, what is the particular reason for this specific video that I'm making right now? Well, right now, on today's date, which I'm going to literally use the cell phone again to tell you the date and time, by using the voice command.
Say a command. January 11th, Saturday, 8:07 a.m. Say a command.
Okay. Now, I am predicting right now that I am going to be either banned from the entire campus of UCSD and or their libraries. That's right, including the biomedical library, the Geisel library, and I am predicting that an incident is going to come about as a result of a complaint. Now, I am being subjected to numerous, they're numerous now, at least 3 complaints just in the last 7 months at UCSD by individuals who got up and complained about me when I was literally doing literally nothing. Now, it's all over the internet I got hundreds of videos right now on the internet right now of individuals being around me inside of the Price Center, inside of the Club Med Cafe restaurant, okay, saying gang stalking. There are videos that I made concerning me uploading the audio files of it being caught around me to video and then uploading the videos to the internet. On numerous dates, even on their shuttle services, okay, on numerous dates in numerous buildings. That's right. Now, they know I'm wearing a tape recorder because I told specific UCSD campus police officers that I were. It strongly appears they told library security that I was. That's right. And now they're getting to the point now to where whenever I have any physical interactions with either one of them, they flat out to my face tell me, you are not, this is what they say right here. If you're recording me right now, I don't want you to. Because let me just put it to you this way. If they're involved in organized stalking and gang stalking, they don't want any evidence showing their behavior. That's right. Because in order for them to create a normal appearing legitimate reason to ban me, they have to make it appear that a complaint has been lodged against me in order for them to say, well, we got numerous complaints about you now, Leslie, and so we feel that it's best you don't come back to this university for safety reasons. Even though I'm the one who's being gang stalked and they won't investigate it at all. And why won't they investigate it? I have undisputable proof that specific employees on their campus have repeated gang stalk around me. That's right. And I've even told them about it. So why won't they investigate it? Instead, what's going on is that every now and then when I might say hi to somebody, they'll say, don't talk to me, I'm calling the police. Now, in organized stalking and gang stalking expedition, this following term can be Googled. It's called street theaters. Street theaters, which that can be Googled and cross-referenced to either organized stalking or gang stalking. Street theaters are nothing but staged events, where they stage an event in order to frame the situation to frame the result. And if they have the desired result to ban me, then they have to stage a complaint in order to do it. And I'm not saying that they are, I'm just saying that that is a method of gang stalking. Now let me give you some information concerning these idiots over at UCSD. On November 20th, 2013, I had interactions between UCSD campus police, and then after I got done talking to them, I went into the Geisel library, minding my own business like I do on every single time I go on their campus. I totally mind my own business completely. That's right. That's right. I used their computers for a little while, and then I noticed that it was getting late. So I got up from the computer, gathered my stuff together, went to the bathroom. After I got done going to the bathroom, I came out of the bathroom and stopped at the water fountain to fill up my water bottle. I then left that area and started walking to go outside of the guys' library, and 2 UCSD library security guards approached me and said, "Hey, Leslie." I go, "Hey, how you doing?" And they said, they approached me to hand me a library code of conduct and policy, told me to read it, and said that your 1 year of being banned is now expired, and so you're now allowed to come back in the library, but if any future incidences happened, then there's a likelihood that you could be banned permanently. I said, so then I go, so you're saying if anybody complains about me, I could be banned? And they said yes, and I go, well, what if it's a staged complaint? And he said, yes, that too. All of it was caught on tape recorder and already uploaded to the internet. Now think about that just in itself. If you're talking to a police officer and a police officer's telling you that if anybody complains about you, you might be banned. And then if you say to them, well, what if it's a staged complaint? Normally that police officer, if nothing was factually going on from behind the scenes, that police officer will say, well, what do you mean? That don't make sense. Or what do you mean by that? He flat out said, yes, that too. There's no way that he could have been confused about that statement, because I clearly said it. That's right. That's right. That's right. The other day I walked outside of the biomedical library to stand outside to take a break. That's right. And this individual walked out from the back of the building concerning a separate door that regular people that, like there's doors for students and regular guests of the library they walk out of, and then there's a door for biomedical library staff to walk out of. And it didn't click that he was a library staff employee, or I wouldn't have said shit to him. Trust me, I wouldn't have, because I don't have nothing to do with any of them, okay? Because I know what I have experienced from them from afar. They'll lie about it up and down the road. Of course they will, because they're being used for one, and for two, you better believe they're going to cover their ass. Not only to protect their jobs, but to protect themselves from criminal prosecution. So of course they're going to lie about it. Do you really honestly think that anybody that's been solicited to harass somebody from a distance by a third party, especially if it's a third party they work for, do you honestly think they're going to tell the truth? Of course not. Just like with the Penn State thing, when the janitor saw Jerry Sandusky rape those little boys, he saw it before his eyes, but was so afraid to tell anybody because he didn't want to lose his job. That's right. So when we look at the culture that is on university and college campuses, and even in stores and businesses, if a fellow employee is told to do something by their boss, do you honestly think for 1 second that employee is ever going to admit it? I don't know if I would. I probably would, but I'm just saying, life is not that black and white. Okay? Hold on a second. Because everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to protect their job in order to protect their credit, to pay their rent. I understand. I really, really do. But when they use an employee for an event that can result in me banning me, if I get banned from any library, whether it be a university library or a public library, hang on a second, that is taking away a resource that I'm using to keep myself safe. So make no mistake about it. Anybody that plays a role in me being banned from any university or public library, I will keep your name if I get it and never let it go until you are legally, uncorruptibly prosecuted and charged and found guilty. I will never stop ever, because you are playing a role in, if you are playing a role in a staged event that takes away a resource to keep me safe, then I give you no quarter, which means that I don't care. Okay? Now, the other day, when I went outside to take a break, hang on a second. The other day, when I went outside to take a break from the biomedical library, a guy came out of the side door, okay? And he started walking past me, and I noticed that he had this really cool sunglasses on. So I go, hey, those sunglasses are really cool. Where'd you get them? He goes, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. You were the one that was banned here for a year. Now, for one, can you believe that? Then he goes back inside the library, and then once I get done with my break and go back inside the library, he's standing at the counter talking to biomedical library staff. So I approach the counter, I go, what's going on? I go, I didn't even do nothing, what's going on? And this guy named Kevin, he goes, well, he's complaining about you for some reason, I don't know. And he goes, the best thing for you to do is just walk away. So I did. I followed his instructions and walked away. And went back and sat down at my computer terminal. And then for the next 10 minutes, they were talking with each other like they were I was watching them. So I could tell that the guy that was saying, he said outside, I'm calling the police, I'm calling the police, I'm calling the police. Then he goes back inside. And then when I go back inside, he's standing talking to biomedical library staff holding his phone going like this. And then biomedical library staff gets on their phone. So I'm thinking to myself, now what's going to happen? Again. And this is the stress and duress that I have to experience on their campus because of their bullshit. And this is not the only time that specific type of event has happened. 3 times it's happened. 3. I have been stressed out and put under mental duress about what's going to happen to me now, okay, as a result of doing literally absolutely nothing. Literally. I mean, I don't know how plainer you can say doing absolutely nothing can be more plainly said. Now, in order for any campus police or police officer, like a San Diego police officer, in order for them to make an incident report, they got to have a complaint. Now, if I'm preparing to sue UCSD, USD, and SDSU, and the San Diego police, and if staging events are gang stalking expedition are part of gang stalking techniques, street theaters, would they want accumulated incident reports about me so when I sue them, they can say, well, look, we got all these incident reports of people complaining about Miss Williams. Why do you think they banned me for a year? They were provoking me to take video pictures of individuals that were gaslighting me with gang stalking activities inside their libraries. They were literally provoking me to do it. Literally. And then used that, and then slashed my tires, prompting me to call UCSD police. I called UCSD police and said, I know that my tires were slashed because of gang stalking. And you can go to Google right now and discover that slashing a target's tires is a method of gang stalking. I Googled that after they did it on my bike, which was the 3rd time they did that. So I called UCSD campus police. They came. I told them that I was being gang stalked and that my tires were more than likely slashed because of gang stalking. They acted like they didn't know what it was, then used that as an excuse to research my YouTube videos that weren't titled by my name. My YouTube videos were titled Learning Disabled Woman, not Leslie Williams. Okay? And then went through hundreds of videos in order to be able to find videos of me taking video pictures of people in the library and then use that as an excuse to ban me. Even though on prior occasions they were sent anonymous online police reports about me being gang stalked in their libraries. But the addresses I gave them in those online police reports were mine. So are you going to honestly tell me that I wasn't possibly baited to open up about being gang stalked as a result of having my tires slashed? So I would call the police, the last straw that broke the camel's back. I call the police, tell them I'm being gang stalked. They use that as a reason to go online to say they discovered me taking video pictures of people in the library and then ban me for a year. And now when an event transpires in their library, they're telling me I don't have a right to tape record them, even though they got a video surveillance camera on their ceiling, tape recording and audio recording everything I say, all paid for by your tax dollars. That's right. Right now in my possession I have over 800 separate audio files of individuals getting around me and saying gang stalk everywhere I go, every single day. In fact it's probably way past 800. Now, remember at the beginning of this video, I stated that, I clearly stated that at the beginning of this video, that on November 20th, 2013, I talked to campus police outside of the Geisel Library. Then I went inside the Geisel Library, spent about an hour and a half in there, then went to go leave, and then library security at UCSD approached me. On that particular day, I talked to library security, But before I went into the library, I talked to UCSD campus police. I told that police officer that individuals are getting around me on every single occasion on their campus and walking around me and standing around me saying gang stalk, which is their way to remind me that I'm being gang stalked and to let me know I'm being gang stalked by constantly getting around me everywhere I go and saying gang stalk. That's done to keep me mentally preoccupied with the fact that I'm a victim of this crime. It's done to taunt me about it, and it's done to literally make me feel gang stalked because they gotta know where I'm at and who I am to do it. That's right. That's right. That's right. So I told him on November 20th, before I walked into the Geisel Library, a UCSD campus police officer, I told him, flat out told him, okay, that students and staff were walking around me and saying gang stalk non-stop on their campus every time I go on their campus. Every time. He said, and then I told him, as a result, the only thing I'm trying to do is catch it. Okay, I told him I mind my own business, and then I'm trying to catch it, and that's why I wear a tape recorder and have a video camera. But I told him that I will not be using the video camera at all in their libraries. Okay, because that's what caused me being banned for a year. Okay, so this event that you're about ready to hear is an event of two individuals harassing me on a sidewalk 8 days later on Thanksgiving Day on a sidewalk right up the street from UCSD. And one of the individuals, there were two of them, has harassed me on anywhere between 8 and 11 separate occasions. Now, you be the judge. Do you hear these guys say gang stalk? There are two of them. They both say gang stalk together. Then one says gang stalking, but you can't hear that very well because the incident in the event was caught on a tape recorder, and then the segment of that event when they were saying it was transferred to my phone. And it didn't transfer over in reference to, it didn't transfer over to my phone with the best high definition quality, but you can clearly hear them say gang stalk, and the one guy say gang a stalking, I'm going to F you up. You be the judge. I'm literally going to play it for you right now. Do you hear these, both these guys say gang stalk, and then the one guy says gang a stalking, I'm going to F you up. You're probably not going to be able to clearly hear him say gang stalking, but you will be able to hear them both say gang stalk, and then the one guy go gang a stalking, I'm going to F you up. Hang on a second. You be the judge. Do you hear it? Gang and stalking, I'll F you up. Okay? Hold on a second. Now, this right here, I'm booting this one up. I got two separate phones, and the reason why I got two separate phones is because I've had to play a shell game with my YouTube accounts because they're hacking into them. That's right. And when you want to upload a video that's longer than 15 minutes at YouTube, okay, you got to have a phone number. But YouTube only allows you to have so many accounts with one phone number, so I had to buy a second phone in order to be able to open up additional YouTube accounts. That's right, because I needed another phone number. Now, these phones are hacked. I have no doubt in my mind about it at all, because me making phone calls to the San Diego Police Department headquarters have been taken off my dial called feature, and I just noticed just now at the beginning of this video that there's an anonymous phone call on my phone. Okay, of somebody trying to call me and it says anonymous. I have no idea who that is because no one should be calling me at all for any reason. Now, you can go to Google and type in cell phone hacking and gang stalking and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. Now, while this phone is booting up, which I just turned it on just right now, in fact, it's just booted up. You just heard two individuals on a sidewalk, and I can prove this event occurred on Thanksgiving Day, 8 days after I told the UCSD campus police officers that individuals are getting around me on their campus and constantly repeating gang stalk. Now, back in 2012, I have audio files and even video files of me talking to UCSD campus police, telling them that specific biomedical library staff were saying gang stalk. That was back in 2012. Audio files and tape recorders run by date and time. That's right. I also had numerous other videos published online of videos that I made at a different hiking location that's over 25 miles away from where I've been staying at for the last 13 months. I moved from that one. The one that I was hiking from February 20th, 2000, well, it was about, let's see, January, February, March, from about March 2012 up until late September of 2012. That's right. I was staying at a specific hiking area. I was making videos at that hiking area, While I was there, standing outside of my tent, making videos stating that certain MTS employees were pulling up the real small buses that they got, that they were pulling up at the entrance and exit of it, because I was staying off a sidewalk that had a hill, okay, and the entrance, what you do is you go on the sidewalk, okay, and then the hiking area, like this is the sidewalk here, you're walking up and down the sidewalk. Well, off of the sidewalk was a little hill that you walk down, and then it becomes level. I was staying off the hill on the level part. They were pulling up their little small buses and opening up the door, and I could hear them as they were talking on their phone saying gang stalk. And then a few of the times they actually got outside of the bus and were talking on their phone on the sidewalk and saying gang stalk. And I made videos about it and published them in 2012. I also made separate videos stating that other individuals were walking up and down the sidewalk and saying gang stalk. I published those. I also made other videos concerning about how people were saying gang stalk around me in the businesses at Friars Mission Center off of Friars and Frazee Road. All of those videos were published in 2012. I then moved out to La Jolla in October of 2012, and I'm still here and have caught it being said around me everywhere I go in the La Jollan community. Everywhere, including on UCSD campus, SDSU campus, when I took bus routes to go way back over there. Okay? So, think about this. If YouTube videos were already published online way back in 2012 stating that people were getting around me everywhere I go and saying gang stalk, it being caught on audio file, and sometimes on video, and then I come and move way over here to La Jolla, okay, and it's caught on hundreds of audios and sometimes video, what does that tell you? That I'm being stalked from place to place to place to place, and that the same exact identical harassment is being used against me in order to keep me in a mental loop concerning the victimization of how I'm being stalked, and the fact that the San Diego police won't do one thing about it. And I'm getting ready to prove it to you. This right here is a video of me being on a bus in Yucca Valley, California on December 11th at 5:05 p.m. I went to Yucca Valley from this very hiking location. I literally packed up my tent, hid it, took a backup one, a brand new backup one with me, put it in a backpack and in a duffel bag, and left this area and went to the bus stop. And took that bus stop, to the 101 bus, and took that to Oceanside Transit Center, the trolleys and bus station. I then from there took the trains I needed to take in order to get to connecting trains and bus routes to take me all the way to Yucca Valley. Greyhound, MTS, NT, the North County Transit Services, and everything. It took me a day and a half because of the connecting routes and train routes I had to take to get there. I then get there, and gang stalk is set around me every single place I went to, every single day, non-stop. Every day, everywhere I went, including their bus routes. The Yucca Valley Landers bus route, and the other bus routes I took in Yucca Valley, and at their library. And I'm about ready to prove it to you right now. This, as it was happening on the Landers bus route in Yucca Valley, which is 167 miles away from La Jolla. And La Jolla is in San Diego County. Okay? And I predicted that this stuff would be set around me before I left to go to Yucca Valley. And I also predicted it the very first morning, because I arrived, when I finally arrived, I arrived at night. So the first thing I did when I got off their last bus that brought me actually to Yucca Valley, it was nighttime. So my first thing was to find a place to pitch my tent and sleep. I was tired because I was actually up all night making sure that I connected with the right bus routes and stuff to get there. So I had already been up all night. So by the time I arrived the following night, okay, I was tired. So I pitched my tent, got in it, unraveled my sleeping bags, and fell right asleep. The next morning I got up, I deflated the tent, camouflaged it, got on my bike, rode my bike to a Del Taco that I had seen as the bus had passed by it the night before because it was all lit up. So I went to Del Taco and I'm locking up my bike in front of the Del Taco. And then two women come and sit in their van right next to me, 5 feet away from me with their windows open, and they say gang stalk. As I'm taking a video picture of my bike because I wanted to make sure that I could prove my bike was there in case it got stolen while I was inside Del Taco. That's right. And so they say gang stalk while I'm making a video file of my bike. So, and that was caught on audio file as well. So I stopped that video file and made a new one and made a video prediction right there in front of Del Taco. The very first morning, the very first thing I did the very first morning, and I made a video prediction. I said, and I showed a picture on my cell phone. I said, let's see if anybody says gang stalk around me at all for the whole time duration while I'm in Yucca Valley. It was said numerous times constantly. And this right here is a video of me being on a bus, a Yucca Valley bus, on December 11th at 5:05 p.m., one of many videos, and you're going to hear men say gang stalk and oh my god in the background. I got numerous hundreds of video files of gang stalk and oh my god being said around me all over San Diego County. And he's not, and a guy is not only repeating gang stalk and oh my god, but a girl flat out says gang stalking. I want you to listen to this. You be the judge. Do you hear gang stalk? Oh my god, gang stalk, and then a woman say gang stalking. And this is in Yucca Valley in 2012, almost one complete full year from the Thanksgiving event that you just heard. You be the judge.
Well, look at that car right there. It's so cute. To the left, it just turned. Those little French cars. No. You for the child? Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully my
Got my quick
only child.
I'll take the whole thing. The first one, the rough is going to hold it.
She's a pretty good kid. She never cried.
I'm going to go hang it on my
She's already talking.
I'm going to take my American flag out. A little tiny flag. Take it out. I'm going to hang it in the window and I'm going to put it on. I wish I did anything great. Oh, yeah. We'll get rich. Oh, yeah, that might work. No, it's American flag.
Now, that happened on December 11th, 2012, on a Yucca Valley bus route Landers. You can YouTube their bus services to see that they got a Landers bus route. That happened on their Landers bus route. You wouldn't believe how I was harassed on that bus route every time I was on it. This right here is an audio file that was captured at SDSU on July 13th, Friday the 13th, 2012, months before I went to Yucca Valley. Okay? And I was living at that other hiking area. That was before I moved to the one I'm at right now that I've been at for 13 months. I'm in the bathroom at SDSU. I come out of it. I got a tape recorder attached to my bra with the microphone right at the top. So as soon as you're going to hear a girl yell gang stalk. And so as soon as she yelled that, I covered up my mouth, tilted down my head, and I said, she just said gang stalk, what a dummy. Okay? Now, you're going to hear the toilet flush, then you're going to hear me come out of the bathroom, and as soon as I come out of the bathroom, she yells it. Just listen. She just yelled gang stalk. What a dummy. Hey, who yelled that? Was that you? Did you just yell you just heard him say it was Friday the 13th, and Friday the 13th, 2012. Okay, that's right. July. It was July. It's right here on the tape recorder that it occurred on July 13th, 2012 at SDSU. SDSU is at least 20 to 30 miles away from La Jolla. On this tape recorder, look at all these tape recorders I got right now. These are 4 tape recorders, okay? I have an additional 3 hidden in my money belt, okay? And then I have an additional 7 in my backpack. I have hundreds, at least 800 separate audio files of individuals flat out, wide openly saying gang stalk around me everywhere I go. And they're not just saying gang stalk. They're saying it in specific ways like gang stalk. They'll get around me and they'll go, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, oh my god, in that way. Everywhere I go. But here's the thing though. Since this Thanksgiving event occurred, they're rarely doing it now. They went back to using certain physical gestures. Go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman catches gang stalker admitting sent to harass, read comments. That's right, which means look at what's in the description of that YouTube video. You're going to see other cooperating material in the description of that YouTube video. And you're going to see another YouTube video that is in the description of that YouTube video that was made by me at a bus stop on December. It was uploaded on the 6th. It was made on the 5th, 2011. Almost 2 full complete months before I caught the 3 teenagers admitting to what they admitted to on January 28, 2012. And then within 2 weeks after that, I was evicted from my hiking area, which was 150 feet away from the San Diego FBI by the San Diego police. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing I'm trying to do right now is prove to you that this criminality is happening to me because of the simple fact that I have briefed the San Diego police on numerous occasions about how I'm being gang stalked, getting around a targeted individual and repeating certain words, phrases, physical gestures, specific ways of even coughing and clearing your throat. They're called sensitization methods, and that can be Googled. Repeating words, phrases, physical gestures, sounds, representing certain specific colors in front of a target. It's called color harassment. They've attempted to do that with me, but I guess they just realized that probably wouldn't bother me, so they stopped. Yeah, they tried to use the color red, white, and black with me. It didn't take, and so they didn't see me making any videos about it, so I guess that's maybe the reason why they decided to stop using that. It's called color harassment. Vehicle harassment is another method of gang stalking. Okay? And basically, they're sensitization methods, where they will intentionally anchor in a target's mind specific words, phrases, physical gestures, sounds, even certain persons or certain types of people, and then just use different dupe dummies, mostly dupe dummies, okay, to repeat these words, phrases, physical gestures, sounds, colors, or whatever around the targeted individual everywhere the targeted individual goes. So as a result of the targeted individual experiencing the same exact identical thing everywhere they go, they start to realize they're being harassed and stalked. But these aren't the only things we experience. We also experience assaults. Go to YouTube and type in learning disabled woman brutally assaulted on an MTS bus. Then look in the description of that YouTube video. You will literally see a blog that you can click on and open up in that description of that YouTube video. And then once you open up the blog, about halfway into the blog, towards the middle of the blog, you'll see a little word that says Assault 11. It's an attached PDF link that's in the blog. And all you got to do is click on it with your mouse in order to open that up. And guess what that is? You're literally going to witness before your eyes an email that was made on September 29, 2011, 11 days before the assault, showing me predicting the fact that I would be assaulted on a public transportation on a bus. That assault was predicted. Then, MTS sent me an altered video. The video you're watching of me being assaulted at YouTube is altered. Go to Google and type in learning disabled woman exposes how MTS assault video is altered. And the San Diego police will not make a police report about it at all, and the San Diego District Attorney's Office will not investigate it. In fact, they even implied I was mentally ill for attempting to report it. Even though a professor in communications who specializes in videos and images, Eric Pearson at USD, saw the video online and posted it to First Post, which is a website. And I got the proof that he did. That's right. That's right. So, is this organized crime in the system that's using the system to perpetrate these crimes and then protect them? Will I be banned from UCSD based on a complaint? When I go to UCSD, I mind my own business every single place that I go. On occasion, I might say something to somebody, like if I'm taking a break outside of the biomedical library or outside of Club Med, I might take a break and if somebody walks by with a cool hat on, I might say, hey, that's a cool hat, where'd you get that from? Or I might say, that's a cool t-shirt, where'd you get that from? That's just my way to basically try and have some kind of interaction with people because I've been isolated in these campaigns. Go to Google. You can go to Google right now and type in how they isolate targets. Isolation is a huge method of gang stalking. I have literally been isolated for 13 full years. I have not been able to form one normal, healthy, social relationship at all with one person in 13 years. In 13 years. Because they keep targets isolated in these crimes. If they saw me talking to anybody, because organized stalking and gang stalking targeted individuals are observed in real time at all times, including hacking into our cell phone, and you can using it as a microphone, and the video camera can even be hacked into, and our own cell phones can even be used as GPS locators. Go to YouTube right now and type in cell phone hacking and stalking, in order to be able to see that that is being used, that cell phone hacking is being used for stalking expeditions. That's right, baby cakes. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. So, when you have a human being who's been isolated from normal, healthy social relationships, even at the acquaintance level, then they're going to start starving for human interaction. Well, if I talk to individuals that might occasionally come out of the building, over the building that's right next to the biomedical library, and when they come out, I might ask them the date or time, or I might say, hey, that's a cool shirt. If they're observing me doing that, could they stage somebody to come outside of their buildings, and then when I say something to them, they'll make a complaint about me? So they can accumulate the incident reports, so when I sue them, they can say, we got numerous people complaining about Miss Williams. Look here, we got the incident reports to prove it. Are these methodologies of gang stalking? Filing falsified policing incident reports, are they methodologies of gang stalking? Because this is organized crime in the system. Judges, possible members in the district attorney's office, possibly members in the prosecutor's office, police officers. Google each description and you will see that I'm telling you the truth. It's the system perpetrating these criminalities and then using the system to protect them. And that's how they're able to connect with universities, public libraries, businesses, transportation services. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. The assault video of me being altered, I did not make. MTS did. So why would they alter a video of me being assaulted and then send it to me? They don't have a problem with sending me a video of me being assaulted, but they altered it. Why? Did the individual who assaulted me, did that individual engage in gang stalking 5 minutes before the assault? And was he used on separate occasions prior to that assault? On different dates before that assault on that same exact bus route? Yes. Yes, he did. That's right. You better believe he did. That's right. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. And you would not believe the other things that I predicted that happened. In emails. I got the undisputable proof to prove it. 800 audio files do not lie. They do not lie. Video files do not lie. That's right. They can lie about... And then the other day, when this event happened outside the biomedical library, when I told that guy I liked his glasses, and he says, don't talk to me, I'm calling the police. This is literally how he acted. I go, hey, I like your glasses. Where'd you get them from? He literally acted this way as soon as I said that to him. He goes, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. And then he turned around and went back inside the building and called the police. For me just saying, hey, I like your glasses. Where'd you get them from? Literally. This literally happened at UCSD 2 days ago. Okay? And so... then I left the library. Library security appeared, but they didn't approach me, but I approached them. I then left the library and started riding my bike to the bus stop, and guess who's conveniently standing there on my way to the bus stop? 2 UCSD campus police officers. So I stopped and made a complaint to them, a verbal complaint to them. Yes, I did, about the whole situation. And when I was talking to them, I whipped out my phone and asked them to listen to the event that transpired on Thanksgiving Day, and they acted like they could not clearly hear these guys say gang stalk. That's right. And why was that? Because when I began to talk to them, I said, are you guys tape recording me? And they said yes. I go, well, that's fine because I'm tape recording you too. Okay? So they had a tape recorder running. So do you honestly think for 1 second, okay, if they got a tape recorder running, do you really honestly think for 1 second that they're going to acknowledge them hearing on this phone as I'm playing it to them, gang stalking being said? Well, they wouldn't. And why wouldn't they? Could it be because they know that in fact, when I talked to them, as I was talking to them, I told them that I told a UCSD campus police officer on November 20th that individuals are getting around me on their campus saying gang stalk. I told them that. I had told that campus police officer on that day that. Now, if they got a running tape recorder and I'm showing them evidence saying that I caught an individual 8 days later on a sidewalk right at the street from UCSD saying gang stalk, would they want that acknowledgement of them saying they heard it on their own tape recorders and on mine? Of course not. So you be the judge. Do you hear these guys say gang stalk together and then one says gang is stalking, I'm going to F you up? Now, gang is stalking, I'll F you up. Gang stalk. This happened on Thanksgiving Day, November 28th, 8 days after I talked to that UCSD campus police officer. This occurred on a bus a year before, 167 miles away in Yucca Valley. Do you hear these men on this audio of this video saying gang stalk, and then a woman flat out saying gang stalking? Just listen.
Well, look at that car right there. It's so cute. To the left, it just turned. Those little French cars. Right now.
You first child? Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully my only child.
Take the whole thing. The first one.
She never cried.
I'm going to go hang it up in my
She's already copying.
Okay? Now, what these little criminal whores try and do is try and act like they're saying other things. Like, she's talking, gang stalking, she's talking. That's right. Because they want to be able to apply plausible deniability that certain specific individuals are being put along my routes to do these things. Even though 3 teenagers admitting they were put on a bus route that I was already on, 928, to engage in specific physical gestures, which I've already aforementioned. In closing, on 2 separate dates in October, I caught 2 separate UCSD students admitting that they were put in my physical proximity to engage in specific physical gestures by a third party. One was caught at Gilman and Myers bus stop, and the other one was caught at a bus stop right across the street from Ralph's, right at the intersection of where CBS is on one corner and Ralph's is on the other. He flat out told me that a person put him on the corner, put him at that bus stop to engage in physical gestures. That's right. 2 separate UCSD students in October. That's right. And how does library security know that I got a tape recorder? Is UCSD campus police telling them that I got a tape recorder? So when they have physical interactions with me, they can use the law and say, if you're tape recording me right now, I'm not giving you my permission to do so. And why won't they want any of their verbal interactions with me caught on tape recorder? Even though they're wearing tape recorders in their pockets. They've already told me they are. That's right. Campus police was recording me when I left the library 2 days ago. They flat out told me, and I said, that's okay because I'm recording you too. Is that why they wouldn't acknowledge these guys saying gang stalk on a sidewalk on Thanksgiving Day? And then I offered to play them the Yucca Valley thing, and they said, no, there's no reason to go into all this. Because they were tape recording, and if they were to acknowledge that I am being gang stalked, it will bring alive all the videos that I made on their campus back in 2012. In turn, that will show the duration of this crime and the factual reality that was already occurring back in 2012. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Premise liability. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Please look in the description of this YouTube video for cooperating material in reference to the theme of this statement and this subject matter. I have undisputably proved that I am a victim of this crime. And just ask yourself, why are people complaining about me on UCSD campus so the library security or campus safety can be called, and then I'm eventually banned? Why aren't they honestly investigating me being gang stalked on their campus? Why? I'm predicting right now I will be banned from UCSD on this date. And you can see that it's January 11, 2013. And in closing, I'm even going to use the phone to literally have the phone tell you the time and date.
Say a command. January 11th, Saturday, 8:52 a.m. Say a command.
I'm predicting it right now.
January.
And all somebody's got to do is make a complaint about me, and bada boom. I don't take any video pictures whatsoever, either using my video camera or my cell phones in any of their libraries at all. I don't want them to say, Leslie, we got a complaint, you're taking video pictures again. That's right. And guess where the memory card from this video camera gets plugged into? Their computers. Is cyber hacking and cyber surveillance a method of gang stalking? Any of them can easily take a video picture of somebody in the library and upload it to my own memory card as it's plugged into their computers. I'm not doing it because I'm not going to give them any hooks to use as an excuse to ban me. I don't need to be taking video pictures of people they come in to have them gaslight me as they're sitting across from me. There's no need for it. That's right. There's no need for it because, for one, they're never going to admit it, and for two, why risk giving them a reason to ban me? There's never going to be any reason for me to take out my video camera or my cell phone to use the video camera inside of any of their libraries unless I am approached by anybody and told that I am being evicted and banned. Then I will take it out. That's right. Because I literally do nothing. I go in there, I use the computers, I mind my own business, I follow all the rules. I literally bother not one soul. Not one soul. So let's see while I'm literally still being gaslighted by people that are coming in and sitting next to me and across from me. Literally. Okay, so remember, ever since this Thanksgiving event, they have backed off from saying gang stalking around me. On a scale of 1 to 10, they were getting around me every single day, everywhere I went, doing it non-stop on a 10 level. Now they're doing it on a 1 level, and it went back to using physical gestures and specific ways of coughing and clearing the throat. Yeah, the finger pointing, and sitting next to me and doing this, or doing this. Yeah. Or clearing their throat in specific ways, and all of that can be Googled. Finger pointing can be Googled. Just do it. They sensitize you to pointing their finger, and then after they sensitize you to that, then they start doing this. Then they start doing this. So you become sensitive to it. It's their overt way to let you know you're being gang stalked. I didn't develop their methods, I'm only exposing them, and they can be Googled. I appreciate you listening, and have a nice day.